just, you know, we could... Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Are you... You haven't had your breakfast? No, neither have I. We could... Is it... Oh, we're a bit late for a McMuffin.
Yeah, sorry.
Dang. I mean, we could get, like, some form of, like, burger arrangement to satisfy, like, our gastronomical needs.
Right.
There's the Mickey D's up there. I don't know if you're aware of that. The Golden Arches.
How about
Yeah.
I take you somewhere far better
What, than McDonald's?
than McDonald's? You won't regret it.
But I just want a McDonald's.
You just gotta trust me.
So there's somewhere better?
Somewhere better.
Wendy's?
Not taking you back to Florida just yet. Told you this would be better.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Bright Side. Today we have returned to Flambards on a bank holiday weekend toward the end of the summer holidays in August 2024 to check on the crowd levels here at Flambards, because the crowd levels have been pretty low recently, so we want to go in now, in theory what should be peak season, see what they're all looking like. Let's cross here. Okay, right, my tummy is full of pasty, good to go, so let's go check it out. Right, so we're in main entrance there, and it doesn't look too bad. Well, obviously, we'll get back in. We'll get into the main part of the park very shortly. Just have the usual little sort of tour around again, just to see what the crowd levels are like here at Flambards. Again, like what I just said in the intro, what should be peak season. Right, the kiddos are very excited to get down to Ferdy's Funland, aren't you?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
On the way in, the lady that we usually meet, said there's a pirate show at 2 o'clock.
That's right.
And me and AJ are entering, and at the end you get a certificate.
Yeah, well, we'll see what it's all about. The pirate show at 2 p.m, which is about an hour away, is over in the cool zone there, Ferdy's cool zone. There we go, Percy's Pirate Training Academy here every Friday and Saturday at 2 p.m. Right, far from wall-to-wall people, but it is nice to see a little bit of life over in Ferdy's Funland. There are quite a few kids running around, happy to be here, etc. So that's good. Kids aren't happy, they've just jumped in line for the mini carousel. But again, the workers do the rides in rotation, so he's literally just jumped out of this one and has now gone over to man the Dino Express. So always be aware of that the rides are not in constant use. They phase them so that, well, so they have to have fewer people working here. Hey! You alright? Right, so while the kiddos are having fun there in Ferdy's Funland, little closed booth there, I'm going to have a little scout round the park and see, again, just checking on the crowd levels really. There's a few kiddos as well in the outdoor play, which again is good to see. Like I said, far from wall-to-wall people, but it is certainly better than the last time we were here. I mean, the last time we were here at the beginning of the summer holidays, I mean, there was literally, I don't know, I could probably count on one hand how many other groups of people we bumped into. It was absolutely dead. But it is better to see it. It's nice to see it a little bit more lively. And like I said, it is a bank holiday, so I mean, in theory, it should be a little bit more busy. And again, a couple of groups there playing on the mini golf. How you doing, Gus? Good to see you again. Nice to see that Flambards is a little bit busier than it has been of late, so yeah, nice. Right, gonna head over into like the main section, if you will, with the bigger rides in, because in theory this bit should be a little bit more busy. And And there is some good news. There is some good news. And that good news is that Skyforce, which was one of the 4 rides closed permanently, has been reopened and it now functions, which can only be good news because the loss of all those big major attractions here, in my opinion, was an absolute disaster for this park. And I think, you know, quite obviously why the numbers, particularly amongst locals, had really dipped, because again, small kiddos will still love Flambards, but it's your teenagers that will really not enjoy coming here anymore, because for teenagers there's nothing for them to do. The Hornet is closed. This had closed, but again, as you can see, it has now reopened. So that is really good news. And the drop tower there never closed. So I mean, there was always that as a draw. But ultimately, you know, you've got to appeal to the entire family. And if teenagers and whatnot, older kids, if they're not wanting to come here, then that's a massive chunk of people that you're going to lose. So yeah, they really do need to continue with the investment, because although this is reopened, I still don't think this is going to be enough to, you know, draw back the crowds. Again, particularly the local crowds. Because it's all very well relying on your summer tourists, but you have got to cater to your local crowd. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. But yeah, they you know, I was saying in the previous video here, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see the contrasts of crowds. But you know, with the demise of the Hornet, you know, they have got to replace that with a like-for-like ride. They need to put another coaster or a coaster style attraction in here, because again, you're just not gonna, you're gonna lose the older kids from this place. It's funny what money can be found, isn't it, when like the local population kicks off and says that Flambards has really gone downhill and blah blah blah. Maybe Flambards listened. Or rather the parent company. I'm sure that locally speaking, the management of Flambards really want this place to be successful, but I don't know, not so sure about the parent company. This is one of the new attractions, flying planes. No line to get on particularly, it is functioning. There's quite a few empty ride vehicles there. We'll just skip over in this direction quickly up to the carousel. See what the crowds are like over there. Okay, so there it is. There's the carousel in all its glory. Again, no ride, no line really to get on. There's a little group there waiting to get on. Yeah, I mean, basically every ride here that I've seen so far has been pretty much a walk-on. So like I keep saying, the crowds are certainly not wall to wall. It is not busy in any shape or form. There's 3 or 4 groups waiting in line to get onto the Thunderdome, which is new this year, a waltzer attraction here at Flambards, but it is a very tamed down, family friendly waltzer. It certainly isn't very speedy. In fact, it was a waltzers that even I could manage, and it's a ride that I wouldn't particularly choose to go on because I don't like being spun round. But yeah, even I could do this waltzers. Here is the sad carcass, if you will, of Britain's most southerly coaster. It's been erased from existence, or it will be soon. I assume. I mean, it's obviously all boarded off there with scrim. I assume that this will be dismantled during the off-season. So I would imagine this coming winter, the Hornet attraction that will be dismantled. But again, are they going to replace it with a like-for-like ride? Just going to check on the queue. That being Colorado Log Flume. Okay, small congregation of people waiting there amongst the switchbacks. So they'll have probably maybe a 5-minute wait, 2 or 3 minute wait by the time those those ride vehicles come down from the splashdown. This is the site of those chairs you sat in that went round. I can't even remember what it was called, to be honest. What the heck was this called? I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, that was where that used to be, and that has been completely removed. So 2 of the 4 rides have been removed. 1 ride has been reinstated. So the only ride here now that is closed but still on site is the Hornet. Okay, quick check on Ferdy's Formula Carts. A little bit of a line in there, probably 5-10 minute wait, maybe something like that. Don't forget, this one is an upcharge, £5 per cart. Right, so I think that is our check on the crowd levels complete. Moderate crowd, but if I'm being honest, not great for an August bank holiday weekend. Man, I wish the Hale family still owned this place. Are you looking forward to your pirate training? Yeah, it's about 10 minutes before that pirate show. I'll see what I can film in there. Obviously, you know my rules with like filming like random kids and whatnot. AJ's just consumed that, by the way, if you were thinking what was that like noise. So yeah, I'll see what I can film exactly, but it might be one of those sort of weird ones that's a bit awkward to film because of the amount of kids and stuff that are in there, but I'm sure it'll be fun anyway, because the kids are looking forward to becoming pirates. Right, it's 2 o'clock. AJ particularly is happy, and but like I said, I'll see what I can film. All right, a moderate crowd has formulated, so that's good. Oh, I thought you were sitting in that one. Oh, all right, then we'll do it this way around then. Oh. Anyway, so here we are. The show has begun. I was just saying that we're not really going to be filming any of it because there'll be too many kids up on the stage. So. Right, all done with the little pirate show. It was about half an hour. It was a fun little show for the kiddos. Matilda went up and had her photographs taken with Percy, the pirate bird. AJ, he kind of didn't really fancy that, so in the end he didn't end up with a certificate. But Matilda got her certificate, which she's very proud of. Right, AJ's gone thundering ahead. There he is. He wants to do a couple more rides. Matilda wants to do a couple more rides. You want to do a couple more rides, including the log flume, and then we'll probably think about heading out. Kiddos want to try out the new flying planes attraction, so they'll give us an opinion on it. Okay, well AJ seems to be laughing when it kind of goes around takes them around the corner, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Around, like, yeah. And they're like going, oh.
Another ride perfect for little kids.
What did you two think of that?
It was for babies.
Hey?
I did not like it.
You didn't like it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
You loved it. Well, that's the important thing, but you weren't so keen.
I was keen on it, but it was just for babies.
Okay, fair enough.
It didn't go fast.
Well, no, it didn't go fast.
I'm a bit old for that.
You're
Really fast.
Okay, but you enjoyed it, Age.
Yeah, he's younger than me. He'll enjoy it more.
Okay, so there you have it. The ride was a little bit too babyish for Matilda, but AJ loved it. And I think that sums up our sort of current conclusions with Flambards, is that this is a park that is still good for the younger audience. Like I touched on to earlier on, teenagers, older kids, forget it. They're not going to be interested in coming to this place unless they replace that with a like for like. But ultimately, for the youngsters, for the young ones, good place. Okay, the kids are running down to the splash zone. They want to get soaking wet. So AJ has opted out of this ride. He does cry a lot on it. But he didn't cry last time, so I was a bit surprised that he didn't want to do it. But AJ doesn't want to do this ride, but Matilda does, so she is going to come on it with me.
Here they go. Onto their log they get.
Good to know.
Oh yeah, I already got soaked.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hi.
Goodness! That wasn't too terribly bad. We didn't get too wet that time, did we, Tillerina?
I did.
Well, yeah, but you were standing in the splash zone. And, of course, Mental Matilda has returned to the splash zone. And she was down there a minute ago singing the Ramones. She was singing the Ramones as the water was splashing her. Brilliant. So, there it is. That's our day here on a bank holiday weekend. The August bank holiday weekend as of a recording of this. Still a bit quiet, in my opinion. Much, much better than the last time we were here at the start of the summer holidays, for sure. I mean, that was abysmally quiet. I mean, that really was terrible. So yeah, it's nice to see a few more people here. It would be better for the crowds to pick up, but Flambards have just got to do something to attract them, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to leave the video there. Do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Brightside. So from us to you, cheers and gone.